Pull up a chair, the stories begin. Patrick and Randy are letting you in. From the desert lights where the big names are, it's Big Conversations, Little Bar. Athletes and dreamers, stars of the screen, leaders and builders, and all in between, sharing their journeys, how they've come this far. It's Big Conversations, Little Bar.
Welcome to Big Conversations, Little Bar, the Coachella Valley's favorite podcast, recorded live at Skip Page's Little Bar in Palm Desert. Get ready for another fascinating hour of meeting people who make the desert city such a spectacular place to be. Now, nestled in their corner booth perch, well lubricated and raring to chat, here's Patrick Evans and Randy Florence.
Thank you very much. We are here at the corner booth of Skip Page's Little Bar, the coveted corner booth. I'm Patrick Evans. You're listening to Big Conversations Little Bar. I'm here with my spiritual guru, my former life coach, my very best friend, except for a couple of other people who are in line in front of you, Mr. Randy Florence.
As of right now, they're not here.
They are not here. You are number
currently.
one.
I thought you gave up that spiritual guru thing.
No, I fired him as my life coach.
Oh, okay.
But he kept him as spiritual guru.
Because that's the one that didn't pay.
Yeah. Was I
the life coach thing actually came with a check.
Really?
Yes. And by the way,
I have to talk to my accountant about that.
One of the lessons you were supposed to learn.
You owe us a lot of money, actually.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
How are you,
again.
Randy?
I'm good. Hey,
yeah. Everything's good?
You know, I've had a problem with Hollywood for years.
They stopped calling?
I've questioned credibility. No, they never called.
Oh.
But I've questioned credibility, and I think most people would agree with me that Caddyshack not being nominated for Best Picture has really damaged my thoughts about every picture that's been nominated for Best Picture
It was
since.
deserving.
So there's one more shot at it now.
Yeah.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2?
No.
Oh, God. If it's not nominated for everything.
Is it so good?
It's so good.
Is it as good as the original?
It's better than the original.
Better than the source material?
It's better than the source material.
I can't believe that because the fight scene with Bob Barker alone puts Happy Gilmore.
Well, that was pretty good.
I mean, that's a Hall of Famer
That
moment.
was pretty good. But in this one, they dig him up.
The price is wrong, bitch. I mean, that's...
They dig him up. His arms are going like this.
No.
But it was really, really... Because it would have been so easy to just be so bad. And it just wasn't. There were a couple of professional
streaming on Netflix,
golfers.
isn't it?
It is.
Okay, I'm going to have to watch it.
But they should make a special dispensation for it to be nominated for Best Picture Academy Award.
I think Netflix movies can be nominated.
Can they?
Yeah.
Even if they weren't on the in the theater? Well, good. Then what are we talking about? It's a done deal.
It doesn't need a special
There's been a
dispensation.
number of streaming creators or studios that have actually been nominated or won Oscars and Emmys and so
Well,
on.
I'm pushing for Shooter McGavin. Shooter McGavin
All right.
needs a special award. And you know
Chris
Shooter
Chris
McGavin.
McDonald.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who it was, of course, Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
But he was in one of the most incredible episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. He played Lieutenant Castillo in Yesterday's Enterprise, and he was phenomenal, and he loved doing the part.
Really?
Yeah.
So you
talked
like
about
him?
it.
So
Yeah,
you'd
he's a
be
good dude.
okay with him being nominated for an Academy Award
100%.
for this?
And he's a handsome guy. Those steely blue eyes, I mean, you just get lost in them.
So there's a tie-in to all of this.
Is there a tie-in? Good.
With our guest, 1961, Superman issue number whatever in 1961 is the issue where Jimmy Olsen is now the editor of the Daily Planet.
Wow.
And in that episode, Jimmy gets married. The person that he marries is
I'm on the edge of my seat.
the daughter of Superman.
Superman's daughter.
And Lois Lane. Guess what her name is? The daughter.
Lola.
And guess what her last name is?
Well, it has to be Kent.
It is Kent. Lola Kent. Were you named after Lola Kent? Lola Kent? Oh, okay. Well,
Well, wait.
that would have been a much
now
more
that's our
interesting
guest,
episode.
Lola Kent. Welcome, Lola.
Welcome,
Thank
Lola.
you for having me.
But I have a quick
Patrick.
question.
Yeah.
Didn't her last name then become Olson because she married Jimmy Olson? She went from Lola Kent to Lola Olson?
You're so old-fashioned. Is
And
that
Jimmy
a
Olsen
requirement?
was on this show.
It's not a requirement. My wife didn't take my last name, and for good reason.
And mine didn't either for the first couple of years.
She Googled me first.
There's so many degrees of separation that we don't have because Jimmy Olsen was on this show.
Jimmy
That's
Olsen
exactly
was on
right.
this show.
Wow.
The actual Jimmy Olsen from the 1978
Here's the
Richard
other
Donner
tie-in.
Superman film. I know
Really?
Lola. Yeah,
You both hated the new Superman movie.
Absolutely,
Hated it.
hands
Hated it.
down.
I loved
Hated
it.
it.
So
You are
Dennis-
nuts.
Absolutely loved
The
it.
They
longest-
ruined the legacy.
They did.
They did.
No, they. I usually do not swear on television or my podcast, but I am going to say they shat upon Ma and Pa Kent
Yes.
and on Jor-El and his wife, whose name I forget.
Yes.
But anyway, Lola Kent. That's the longest, most circuitous, roundabout way to get to our
Hello,
guest.
Randy
Welcome.
and Patrick. Thank you for having me here.
And I feel like this is one of those episodes where I'm just going to kick back and enjoy my beer because you two have known each other. For how long have you had this relationship?
oh my goodness.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure, you have a
Well,
business relationship.
We have a
do.
business
You have
relationship.
made millions of dollars off of working with Lola
No, I've
Kent.
actually never made a dime. And if anybody ever asks, it's important for you to remember that.
Oh, yes, is that right? Is this
I've
undeclared
never-
income?
Yes, Lola Kent, who is the planner,
Wedding-
event planner, and wedding planner to the stars. And here's
Oh
the
my
cool
God.
thing:
Extraordinaire.
you don't
funny.
have to be a star
No.
when you start working with her, because as soon as you do, you're going to start feeling like a star.
Oh, you're so sweet, Randy.
Well,
Thank you.
I
Isn't
will.
that a song
I will
too?
say it. What?
Isn't that a song too?
You don't have to be
You
a
don't
star,
have to be a
baby.
star, baby.
Star. Oh my God!
You don't have to be a star.
I remember when Gary
baby.
Keefe sang that.
We
Let's
should
just
probably
sing
talk
Gary
to our
Manilow
guest at this
songs,
point.
Paula.
Let's talk to Lola.
Lola, first of all,
yes.
I'm going to make a confession.
Yes.
I made a mistake when I got married.
Oh,
we didn't
really?
use you,
Oh,
and we should have.
well,
Because,
Either marriage.
well, first marriage, I'm glad. That's fine. That's fine. That was okay.
I didn't use her on mine either.
My first wife was too busy inspecting the rest of the groomsmen to be involved. It was not.
Oh, boy.
But it's a whole different story. It's a long story.
Next episode.
next episode.
So, at any rate, you and Randy.
Yes.
Randy is a well-known officiant.
Yes.
He's performed some of the finest marriages that I've ever been to.
Yes.
I've seen him marry people that didn't like each other and they were in love right after the ceremony. That's how good he is.
That's true.
We've been doing this for a long time. What, 12 years now?
I think October 31st will be our 12th
Year.
anniversary.
Wow.
Wow.
We got to do something special.
How many weddings have you guys done
You know
together?
what?
Do you have a number?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I
We should
know
go
it's
back and
over
count.
60.
Yes.
Yeah, over 60 weddings.
Should we tell them how we met?
We should.
We should.
Go ahead.
So, I was hired to do a wedding, and lo and behold, Randy was the officiant at the wedding, but he was doing it he was their friend, and he was there to do it as, as a friend to them. And
Just doing it as a favor.
as a favor, yes. And
Did you charge him?
Yeah, I wasn't getting paid at that point. Yeah.
So here I
To
am
everybody who I
listening.
did charge later. Well, none of them are listening. Never mind.
So I'm sitting there listening to, his the sermon, and I'm like, just so engaged. And I'm like, I've never heard anybody do a ceremony like this. I'm like, this guy's brilliant. I got to have him. I need to hire him. I need to have him on my team. You got to do weddings for me. And that's exactly what I said to you.
Yeah.
I said, what do you think about coming and doing weddings with me?
And then she said, "How much do you charge?" And I said, "Well, I don't charge." And she goes, "Oh, yes, you do. If you're going to be one of my vendors, you charge."
Yes.
The single best compliment that I've had is Lola telling me that when she gets married,
Yes.
I'm going to be her officiant.
He is.
Or it started out as her husband, and then I introduced her to Kay, so now I'll be the officiant.
No, I tell all my clients, I'm not married yet, but when I do get married, he is the person that I would want to marry me.
All right.
Does Kay know that you're going to be getting married again?
Not getting
No,
married.
but she's
he's
looking
gonna
forward to
officiate.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, she's actually supporting the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
and she likes Lola, so that would work out.
It
good
works
for
out.
me.
You guys can
Wonderful.
remain friends. All right. We are going to focus on you in just a moment, but I want you to tell me.
Yes.
And you kind of touched on it, but you use Randy on a pretty regular basis. What makes him your go-to officiant? What is?
It's his technique of just sitting down with the clients, listening to both of. He asks specific questions to each of them separately. They don't know what he's asking each one of them, and he writes this sermon based on those questions and kind of reveals the answers at ceremony. So it's a very, it's just really engaging, very endeared. The couple gets to learn what the other said, and the audience gets to learn more about the couple, their likes, what their favorite things are. They're just whatever he is able to capture from them, he puts it into his sermon, and everybody walks away from the ceremony going, "Oh my God, that was the best ceremony I've ever been to."
It's kind of like Big Conversations, little nuptials.
little nuptials.
We should franchise this
show.
out.
Nobody
I think we should get a cut of these weddings that's going on.
Nobody has littler nuptials than Randy's.
Oh, you guys went someplace else on that one.
Start having the
happens
ceremonies at
all
the McCallum.
Too frequently. Ooh, now that would
We
be.
could do a remote.
We could do a. Oh dear Lord.
All right.
Lola.
Thank you for asking that. That was like a free plug for the last 5 minutes. I
But
appreciate
look, I will say, I think one of your great qualities and one of the reasons you're such a good host on this program is you listen, which is not one of my favorite things to do. So
Every time you've called me Sebastian, I understood that.
Oh my goodness.
I called him Richard for the first several weeks.
Oh my.
This is my friend Richard Florence, not that good a friend. His name's Randy. I'm like, okay.
And I'm just so happy to be here. I don't care.
I don't care.
No, he's a great
move that
listener.
was.
He is.
And so, but this is just one, and it's a big, I think maybe arguably one of the most important kind of linchpins when you're planning a wedding, and you do other things other than weddings.
Yes.
But, having somebody who can put together an incredible ceremony has to be a great marketing kind of point for you.
Yes.
When there are a number of wedding planners around town.
Yes.
But I don't think I've been to a lot of weddings. Nobody does a wedding better than you.
Oh, thank
That's
you,
true.
Patrick. That's a
That's
huge
true.
compliment for me. Thank you.
Well, I'm thinking. I've been to lots of events that you've put together, but obviously Blake Arthur and his wife SJ.
Yes.
You did that wedding. You did that wedding.
Yes.
You guys, and that was a spectacular.
That was
it was an
special.
event.
Yes.
It was just, and it felt like an event.
Yes. It was amazing.
It was really cool. That's the first time I met you.
That is, yes, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was unique about it? Was it soccer balls, hockey pucks?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes to all.
it was at the Ritz.
It was.
And it was outside on the lawn, and Randy did do it. I've known SJ. I was there when they met.
Yes.
So I've known these kids since they, got together. But Randy pulled a lot of that out of them and wove it into the story. And also, I really appreciate you don't make it really long, because we're all there for the open
I'm
bar.
old.
We're just
I
there
want to
for
make
the
sure I'm
open
going to
bar.
get through it.
Yeah, it's like no one wants a long ceremony. We're like, I want it to be meaningful
is.
and poignant. And about 15 minutes, because I need a cocktail.
What I appreciated about you is as well
guest?
recognized and as big as you are in this town, you did not bring your own camera crew as a guest to the wedding. And there was another TV person who did do that.
Yes, there was. We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to cast
I think I
aspersions.
just talked about it.
Oh, my goodness. That was a very special
No,
wedding.
I mean,
though.
one of the things that I try to do is make sure that when we go to somebody's event, it's their
It's
event.
their event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
I know
really
I'm a
nice.
guest. I will say this, and this is a testament to you. For some reason, at the reception, they weren't serving Jack Daniels. They had other bourbons available. Lola, within moments of finding this out, disappeared for a couple minutes, came back with a bottle of Gentleman Jack, and she said, "I'm just putting this behind the bar, and this is for you." She takes care of her clients, but she takes care of the guests too.
Yes.
Which is
Wanna
a
make
really
sure
And at
everybody's
that
happy.
moment, Patrick's thinking, if I ever have a podcast. All
she's
right.
in.
Lola,
Yes.
where were you born?
I was born in Panama.
Seriously?
Yes.
On purpose?
My dad, I was in the Air Force. Met my mother
you
in
don't
Panama.
get to choose where you're born.
I know. It just kind of happened.
So your dad was in the Air Force?
Dad was in the Air Force. Met my mother in Panama. They got married and had me, and I was born in Panama
How long were you there?
till I was about 4. So Spanish is my first language, believe it or not. So I speak fluent Spanish.
Yep.
Came here to the States, and
And where'd you go from there?
so we lived in Huntington Beach first, and then moved on to Cerritos, and then to Long Beach. So kind
It
of
was all this traveling because your dad was in the service?
Mm-hmm. And then, my grandparents, bought a house in the desert. They lived in Orange County, and how I started coming to the desert was when I was about 13. They bought a house over at Chaparral Country Club, and every summer we'd come and for holidays, and that's how I learned about the desert.
So when did you come to the desert full time?
Oh, 2012.
Right after me. So it was meant that we were going to meet each
Yes.
other.
She followed you here.
And I
okay.
moved here from New York.
What were you doing in New York?
All right.
I lived in New York for 5 years. I worked for Morton's Steakhouse doing sales and marketing.
Oh, wow.
Traveling for them, opening up all the new restaurants.
Is that what took you to New York?
I opened up the new restaurant in Brooklyn, New York, opened it, and then left. And my grandmother was very ill here, so I was kind of flying back and forth. And, unfortunately, when she passed, I was just tired of the rat race, so I just said, I'm done. And I moved here to the desert.
So how did you get into event and wedding planning?
So it started in Brooklyn, believe it or not. So the Mortons, where we were located, we were directly across the street from the Supreme Court. So people always went to the courthouse to get married, get licensed, and they would come over to the restaurant and either, plan a little dinner. But then they started buying the restaurant out for weddings. So Morton's is known as a steakhouse.
Yeah.
We do rehearsal dinners, that type of stuff. But that restaurant, for some reason, became the wedding
Wedding Central.
the little wedding central that I created there. So I created a wedding show out there. We had a fashion show. We did lots of wedding charities that we supported. And I did a numerous amount of weddings. So that's where the wedding stuff came from.
Didn't you do some sort of a cook-off between...
I did.
Yeah, what was that?
So that was the cook-off between the New York Fire Department and NYPD. Wow. Which was really great. We did it on our plaza there where our Morton's was located, and they competed against each other. So we gave them all the, food, steaks, shrimp, fish, everything, and they made an appetizer. They created a salad. They created a steak. And invited judges, celebrity judges, to come and judge the event. And we raised money for the food bank, New York Food Bank. And it was they wrote us up in the, Wall Street Journal.
Wow.
So I was very,
Did the fire department win?
believe it or not, the New York Police Department did.
Really? Because the fire department
You
usually
expected
They're
some good
mad.
barbecue, huh?
Exactly.
well, they usually are the cooks.
Yes.
Like they're doing more cooking
Oh,
at the
because
fire.
that's what
They
they're
do.
doing when
Yeah.
they're...
Yeah.
But they won this actual event.
But the police are armed, so
You pretty much knew they were going to win.
I could probably vote that direction. If
It was really an amazing event.
Well,
I would love to do one here.
you
in
should
the
do
desert.
that here.
think
Oh
that'd
my
be a
God.
You know,
the Air
idea.
Museum.
We've had Chief Mills from the Palm Springs Police Department.
Yes.
I know he'd be down for something
Yes.
like that.
So I would love to get, the fire department out here. Maybe all the agencies, sheriffs, CHP.
Let's do it.
And just create a big competition.
Say we do a remote. wherever that gets held, say we move.
Well, there's a kitchen here, so we could actually make that happen here. I'll bet Skip would be into that.
I'm sure he probably would. Was that your first foray into something really big like that as an event?
No, we did lots of different events in New York. I did the Burger Bash with Rachel Ray.
Really?
Yes.
What was she like?
She's amazing.
My wife loves her.
She was amazing. Met Bobby Flay. He actually grilled burgers next to us. We were all grilling burgers at the Burger
Were they
Bash.
good?
Yes.
They're pretty tasty?
Yes.
Okay.
And my wife loves him.
And he makes really good milkshakes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And what else have we done? We've done all kinds of stuff out there. So that really just, I worked with the Major League Baseball. We did a lot of dinners for them. The NFL, NBA.
She did a dinner there, and it was considered a home run.
No, but I worked with all those different organizations. It was really great. We created a lot of partnerships.
That's incredible experience then to come out to the desert, because you have done some very high-profile events out here.
Yes.
When you were in college, you majored in speech, communication, and you were on the
Communications.
debate team.
I was.
How has that helped you in your career? I mean, I've heard you debate, but well, I've heard one side of a debate.
Well,
from
you know, they say never argue with a Latina. So, just kidding.
Okay.
No, I think, you know, it really helped me to, you know, just be able to listen and communicate with people. And I always say in my business, we're all about solutions. There's a solution to everything, and you just got to find the solution.
How difficult are some of the? And I'm asking this question from personal experience. We did our wedding in Palm Springs at a home that's one of the rental places.
Okay.
And there are really very stringent rules.
Yes.
And one of the things that we were not aware of until very late in the game, unfortunately, was that everybody has to be off property by 10 p.m.
Yes.
So you have to have a place,
For them
a
to
separate
go.
place for them to go, which we didn't know. And so it's kind of, I mean, our wedding is sort of a half disaster story because we didn't use you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's our fault.
What better advertisement for her business?
Yeah, no, we should have used you. So that must be difficult because you're navigating, some very, very strict regulations.
So when, I meet a client and they start telling me about the things that they're looking for, I'm going to give you a really good example with, a similar situation of a house that people go to rent. It's very popular. And as you get to know your clients, you know what they like, what they're looking for, their personalities. Some people really like to, go till 12 o'clock at night and enjoy and be able to, celebrate. And some of these properties are not designed for that. So I'm never going to take a client to a place like that, like knowing that you may see it online. It may look beautiful. Oh, this will look great in my photos. But logistically, it does not work for you. So I took them to another property where the owner of the property was very easy to work with, very flexible. They didn't kick people out at 10 o'clock. They were allowed to stay. As long as they came inside, we kept the noise down, whatnot. It's just finding what's right for your client is the main thing. And that, probably should have been, told to you.
Yes.
So you could,
yes.
make that decision whether this is the right venue for you.
But who's up after 9 o'clock at night in this town?
I am.
You don't live in this town.
That's why I officiate, because I'm done and I'm out of there.
You live in La Quinta, where you can go to bed at 9
That's
o'clock.
true. Well, I have an hour and a half drive home.
That's
so.
right.
Oh my gosh.
He has to leave by 7
That's right.
because he's got to be home by sunset.
Exactly.
But that, so obviously you have a stable of facilities that you would use.
Yes.
And then you work with them all the time. I know they're like really fun, interesting old celebrity homes in Palm Springs, but they're interesting places
Rural,
throughout
yes.
the desert.
Oh, there's so many.
What are some
great
of your
new-
favorites?
Well, the Air Museum is one.
Yeah, that's
It's just a great. I mean, no one ever thinks that they're going to get married in an Air Museum, and what you can create there, the things that we can do to make it not look like an airplane hangar, is the sky's the limit.
What you did at the reception hall or whatever, the hangar for the last wedding we were at. That was just unbelievable. It was magical when you walked through those curtains.
That's what we want. We recently just did a huge event. It was a 60th birthday party, a retirement for a gentleman who makes rockets. And we kind of called it, can't really say, we called it Normcella. We're not supposed to use cella. But it was probably one of the most amazing events that we've, done here in the desert. I mean, the sky was the limit here. I mean, we...
Literally, because he's a rocket guy. I got that.
But, just an amazing person. But he was just so floored by, everything that we did, everything that he wanted. It was then that and then some. And all his guests that came, they all came dressed in white. They arrived. They didn't know what was happening. We took them to the first hangar, and we had the stealth bomber in there. And so,
they think
really cool.
Nobody could actually see it.
You can't see it, but yeah.
Well, we wanted to make it like, they were going on a trip. Like, okay, we're at the airport.
Yeah.
You're going on a trip. So they came in, and then for cocktail hour, they're in the first hangar. We've got the stealth bomber in there. We've got music, lighting, all kinds of crazy fun stuff. Then we open the doors, and he arrives in the C-47, pulls right up to the hangar, is escorted in by 2 airline stewardess with their hats and everything. Comes right in, close the doors. Then when it's time to go to the next hangar, the doors open. Tall women on stilts, all dressed in white and feathers and whatnot, that escorted everybody into the next hangar, where he wanted this to feel like he was in Saint-Tropez at Nikki's Beach. He says, "Lola, I want a white party in the desert, as if I were in Saint-Tropez at Nikki's Beach." I said, "No problem."
Wow.
So we made it Normie's Beach. We also plants hanging from everywhere. We had I don't know if you've ever heard of the band Common Kings, which is The Rock's favorite band. They performed.
Really?
Yes. We also had David Bryan of Bon Jovi performed as well.
Holy cow.
I forgot the gentleman. I can't remember his name at the moment, but he's from Supertramp. He played as well. I mean, it was a star-studded event.
Good gracious.
It was
quite the
crazy.
budget you had to work with there, I imagine.
I did, but it was magical. Everybody walked in and they just went, "Oh!"
That's incredible. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the guy made rockets, and his party happened in stages. That's how that works.
But it was an amazing party.
Oh, they can see me shaking my head.
They can, yes.
Now this is video. I remember when they couldn't see that.
Oh my goodness!
They could also see the eye roll.
So, when did you you were doing all this stuff at Morton's back in New York? Did you do your first weddings back there?
Yes.
How did you branch off into that?
So when I came here to the desert, I said, I'm going to start my own event in weddings. And I said, well, I need to start someplace here in the desert. So I actually ended up, I took a job at the Embassy Suites in La Quinta as their catering director. And I used to sell weddings. They had 2 ballrooms, and I sold them out every weekend because I could speak Spanish. They did weddings, quinceañeras, nonstop out there. And after 2 years, I was
Can't do this anymore.
because I was doing
Had enough of love.
No, it's not that. It's just that, I was trying to create my business as well. I got to know a lot of the business people here in town.
Well, and I've seen what you put into these events. I mean, I've watched you have to recover for several days after some of them.
It takes a lot of work, a lot of planning. It's all in the planning, really. All the details.
Where did that part start? Where you had a vision of, putting people on stilts and walking them through. Where did this all come from?
Well, we are a generation of, people love entertainment. And, weddings have always been, you just have, you have the ceremony, the cocktail hour, dinner, and dancing. people are really into like bringing new ideas and new things, and adding something different to their wedding.
We didn't have anybody on stilts at our wedding.
No.
Well, that was one of my great disappointments. We did have an accordion player, though. That was kind of cool.
If he'd been on stilts, that would have been really
That would have
awesome.
been way better. Obviously, there's so many other things that happen here in the desert than just weddings.
Yes.
And you just talked about, this retirement/birthday party. What are some of the other unusual events that you have had to plan, like were sort of maybe out of the realm of what you thought you would be doing?
Well, I did the Porsche dealership opening. I did the Bentley dealership opening. I did a lot of the Indigo, all the dealership.
Yeah, I've been to those parties. Those are fun parties.
Yes, so I used to do those. I have worked with the tribe in opening up the cultural center, doing that. Some of their events for the tribe.
You did the Richard Milanovich
I did
event.
his wedding, and you officiated
Well,
it.
that was Reed. I'm talking
yeah.
about the 5K event.
Oh yes, so we
Yeah,
did that
yeah, yeah.
that as well. Let's see. Some fun things that I'm doing now that I'm really excited about is I'm working with some of the alcohol distributors, and
They're some of my favorite people.
they are mine too. So we share that in common. So they are hiring me to do events for them. So a really exciting project that's coming up that I'm really, really excited about is it's not going to be in the desert. It's going to be in San Marcos, but we are doing a 2-week pop-up speakeasy for Wicked 2.
Ooh.
Wow, really?
Yes.
What's that
Yes.
going to look like?
So I get
Well,
to
it's
design
it's
it.
Wizard of Oz sort of thing. What the pop-up's going to look like.
So Michael Jackson's in it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
No, it's not
No,
the Wiz.
not the Wiz. Wicked. Your girlfriend Ariana
kidding.
Grande.
Yes. Everybody on that show was my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're doing that in November. It's going to be very exciting.
So how did that come about?
Well, like I said, I'm working with the various reps within one of the distributors.
Right.
You can name the names.
Pernod Ricard. So doing this event. So one of the reps that works out of San Diego and Orange County, I've been doing events out there for her when she needs. And this one came up. She says, "Oh, you're going to be so excited about this one." So I love the fact that I get to design and create and make things, come to life. So,
Where do you go for your ideas? Where, like, what's the well of creativity that you turn to find, like, these new, fresh things to do?
So, really just watching the movie, taking out different bits and pieces and pictures of stuff that we can kind of recreate and design to emulate that.
Will there be flying monkeys?
Yes.
That's outstanding.
That's what I'm so excited about.
Oh, that is so good.
The flying
Real ones.
monkeys.
Real ones. That's
Yes.
that's good.
That they're training them now.
We're gonna have
She's
a
up at the
pink
Living Desert
side.
training them right now.
The monkeys now.
We're gonna have like a the pink side and the green and dark side.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, and the flying monkeys.
Now, Randy, I know is your go-to wedding officiant, but if you ever need an MC, not an officiant,
Yes.
I have done that on occasion, and I don't.
I know.
I don't love it. I don't love it, and I don't do the kind of research he does. Like,
He'll
You're a really good MC.
he'll know what the event is.
I'm like, we're here with. Do you? It's Steve, right? Do you? It's a.
Oh my
Just hand him the
God.
mic.
And you
Let
are.
me know when you're done.
And you are. But no, for MCing, if you ever need something,
Yes.
let me know. I'm available.
Perfect.
Especially if it's for one of those alcohol distributors.
Yes. Especially if it's whiskey, right?
Yes, if it's whiskey, that's I'm 100% in.
Or bourbon.
How many weddings a year would you say you do?
Oh. I'm going to say maybe 40.
That's a lot of weddings.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are some of your favorite venues to use?
The Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Parker, the Ritz, the Air Museum. There's a really great venue in Bermuda Dunes, Venue 10. It's kind of new on the scene, but absolutely fantastic. Like it's a really great hidden secret here. in the
Really?
desert.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's absolutely stunning.
Where is it?
In Bermuda Dunes, right off of Washington and
48th?
I think so. Yeah. It's 2 houses. They have a huge event center, beautiful area to get married. It's absolutely stunning.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, lots of great. There's so many great.
That's kind of
venues.
one thing about this area.
Yes.
And I've told people that every venue is pretty cool here.
Yes, I always encourage, as you know, Patrick, with our weather. For me, it's very important that we have an indoor-outdoor venue. You got to have a place, especially with winds and
Right.
fun stuff. That
You
we
need to have an alternative in case the weather
you
on
have
that
to have
day.
a backup plan.
The-
very,
the-
very important.
The wedding that Lola and I met at, we practically had a haboob in the middle of it.
Centerpieces were flying.
Oh, my goodness.
They were this tall, like literally flying off the tables.
Well, we were talking about you had one wedding where 100+ guests, including the groom and the bride, got sick.
Yes.
What are some of the other? And you can talk a little bit about it if you want to.
Wedding
they all came down-
disasters.
Now that was because someone flew in.
Yes.
And got everybody sick with norovirus.
Yes.
It didn't happen here.
No, it wasn't because of food or anything.
No, it was a
like that.
carrier
It was
that
an
brought in-
airborne illness
Yeah.
that everybody got at the wedding, which was very traumatic. I just never experienced anything like that.
It almost interrupted my meal.
Are you guaranteed a meal? Like when
No, this particular one. I mean, I get to know the couples pretty well. and-
Most of the couples that we work with, they always invite Randy to come to the reception. It's so nice.
But that's
And
usually
the
because I've
rehearsal.
introduced them to Kay.
Yes.
And once they
Aw.
meet Kay,
No, but Kay, they love Kay, and they love you.
It's got to be written into your contract. You should be guaranteed both meals, the rehearsal and the reception.
I'm kind of happy just going home right after everything.
But no,
I don't want to
Patrick,
get norovirus.
I know. But we've had some
Happened once.
challenging events that,
All right, other than weather and norovirus, like what else?
well, the weather will take an event down in 2.5 seconds,
Yeah.
which has happened to me.
Oh, so you had one like within the last few months that.
Well, we had one a few years ago that after that event, I said, okay, no more outdoor events for me. I'm just going to stick to indoor-outdoor. There's got to be a backup plan.
What happened? It was a wind thing?
So everybody arrived, getting ready for the ceremony. Everything's set up, the reception set up. Everything's outside, and it is at an estate here in the desert. And out of nowhere, our phones went off. There's a haboob. There's going to be 70-mile-per-hour winds, and literally it took down everything.
What month was this in?
February.
In February.
I know.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really unusual.
I mean, the ceremony, the cocktail hour, the DJ equipment went flying. People,
goodness.
the tops of the heaters were like guillotines, like flying saucers ready to decapitate people. That's how bad this wedding was.
Wait, you weren't tuned into KESQ News Channel 3 for the weather
She was.
forecast?
Unfortunately, she'd been listening to KMIR the day before.
That's what happened.
They didn't talk
That's what
about it at
happened.
all.
It was a beautiful day. It came out of no. I'm not kidding you when I say it was a beautiful day. There was no rain in the forecast. All of a sudden, the wind, and it was a haboob. Like the sand came through. I had to put everybody in the house.
Was it a Saturday event?
No. It was actually a Thursday event.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Usually, you don't let the hoboobs come through here on the weekdays.
No.
You require them to hit on the weekends when you're out of
Chamber of
town.
Commerce. Scott White has a very strong policy about that.
He does.
Really does.
And by the way, we figured out if you ever see Patrick leave town for more than 2 days,
Yes.
shit's about to hit the
Okay.
fan
You should
No.
also
weather-wise.
take time
Yeah,
off.
you should
No.
leave town.
Yeah.
I'm
That
gonna
happens.
Note that.
If I'm on vacation, you should be on vacation
Yes,
too.
exactly.
So when you're doing these, obviously weather is a huge factor.
Yes.
What are some of the? I mean, you deal with all kinds of vendors. Randy, obviously, easy to deal with.
yes.
He doesn't even demand a meal, dude. I'm going to work on your rider. But you got to deal with what either you mentioned DJ. You got the
Bands.
bartenders, bands, entertainment of all. So you have to coordinate
Everything.
all of that.
All of it. A lot of people, couples don't understand, if I hire a photographer, they have one job. It's to take pictures for the event. As a planner, I'm responsible to make sure all the vendors arrive, check in, do the job that they're doing, setting up where they're supposed to be setting up, doing everything that they're contracted to do. And, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of planning, and there's a lot of moving parts that happen with, these types of events. And it's really all about communication, because if you don't communicate, one thing goes down, forget it.
Well, it's about something else too, and this is something I'm always impressed with Lola. Somebody has to take charge and make sure that things are supposed to be happening when they're supposed to be happening. And you're really good at that with a stick and a soft hand.
I try.
You managed to get that done. Having done other weddings for other
Planners.
people who didn't use you, I can see the differences, and sometimes I just stand back and I go, "Oh, this part's not going to be good."
Especially like brides. I'm just going to have my friends, help me with the wedding. That never goes well. Yeah. Never.
What's the most difficult part? Is it the clients, or can it be the clients?
It can be the client. Sometimes it's managing expectations. Some people have an idea, they have $1 million wedding in their head of what it's supposed to look like, but they only have $100,000 wedding.
That's all they have?
That's it?
Well, I'm just saying, there's a big difference between $100,000 and $1 million.
Now you realize why Lola wasn't your wedding planner.
Oh, yeah.
That at all.
No, now I'm thinking I have 2 daughters that we have to get married.
Oh, man. I'd be setting up a
No, I'm
savings
just saying,
Good
like,
thing the wife
there
is
are
an attorney.
We're buying them a ladder. They're eloping.
There's people who
But
expect
there's people
that
they
without...
expect
Yeah.
$1 million wedding versus what they can afford.
Right.
That's the part is my hardest.
But part of your gig must be to say, okay, let's look at your budget, and this is what you can afford.
Yes,
Like,
but sometimes
I'm sorry, you can't have an officiant.
you can't afford one.
You can't afford an officiant.
can't
But
afford
if you
Randy.
feed him, he'll come. Yes, there you go.
I'm going to start eating a lot more. So, bridezillas.
I have not had very many bridezillas, believe it or not.
You said not very many, but you've had a couple.
I've had a couple, and I can count them on one hand.
Okay, that's in your business. That's pretty good for as long as you've been doing this.
For as long as I've been doing this, I am very blessed.
Weird, because I can count mine on one finger.
It's this finger.
It ended up being that finger.
Let me see. One.
Oh my God,
One of the great things is Lola and I get to have conversations throughout the process, because I'm generally meeting the couple months and months before we get started.
Exactly.
And so we talk a lot during the process about, oh my God,
What is happening
what
here?
is happening here? Yeah.
But most of the time, it's always good. Like, we're super crazy about our fun couples, and Randy and I love to catch up with them and see, some are having babies. They're having 2, like SJ and Blake have 2
Some of them just
beautiful
never
kids.
stop. They just keep having kids.
It's just really great to see where they started and where they're at now. It's
And
kinda
do you
my
feel
favorite.
like I do that it's really one of the, with everything else that goes on in life, and you're working a lot harder at these than I am, but it's one of the few times that you just get to be around people that are just in love, and they're just working towards their love story.
Absolutely. We can always tell who's going to last. Who's not.
Yeah. Yeah, we have had some situations like at the rehearsals the day before. that
Yes.
Turn very, very, and you hear stories of maybe families that don't necessarily get along well.
So that's the
Sometimes they
rehearsal
meet
dinner
for
you
the-
want to go to.
Yeah.
It's just to see the fireworks.
That's right.
We've had everything from, or she canceled the wedding the night before, but they made up the next day. They went on with the wedding.
Really? But
Oh,
they
yes.
called it off like after the rehearsal dinner, like something.
During the rehearsal, everybody's, Lola, what are we doing? I said, just show up.
Right. Yeah.
Let them work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not
She
what we're going to
canceled.
do tomorrow.
No. I mean, everything's paid for, everything's done. They needed to work that out. Yes.
Have you ever had one that just didn't go?
During COVID, a lot of people.
yeah. But have you ever had like a bride and groom just
No.
no runaway brides
No.
or grooms?
Thank God.
You guys keep business cards for Patrick's wife on hand to give to people if there's a point in the process where
We're full service.
going to need a
Lola's
divorce
full
attorney.
service, beginning to end.
Yes, Andrea does high conflict divorces, and so
Oh, no. We're not going to put that out there in the universe.
we're not going
no.
to. No, of course not.
No.
No, as a
I
matter
do
of fact,
like to hand my wife's business card out at our Christmas party every year.
Do you?
I just pick a couple people. Like, by the way,
Here you go.
I think in all the weddings that we've done, every couple except one might still be together.
Yeah.
That's for everybody who's thinking about getting married. Your odds, if you're working with Lola, are pretty strong.
Yeah. I know exactly what couple you're talking about. That was unfortunate. I thought that would definitely last, but,
We've had some funny situations where within the ceremony, there's stuff that happens. And
yes.
we were doing a ceremony, and the bride was Jewish, not terribly serious about it throughout her life, as we found out, because I started the ceremony in keeping with her Jewish faith, and everybody started laughing. So we put the glass down to break, and the groom doesn't hit it dead on. He hits it off to the side.
So
it
goes
shoots like
flying.
50 feet away.
Oh my
so
God.
as I'm talking, I'm running after
oh my
past
God,
the glass. Then
It happens.
we had the one at the Air Museum in front of a couple of hundred people, and all of a sudden I look down on the platform, and we're doing that ceremony with the glass.
They forgot.
There's no glass
I know.
on the platform, and I know that this is coming up in a moment, so I'm kind of like looking out at Lola, and Lola's looking at me, and I'm going,
I'm
all of a sudden I see Lola
running.
sicker than a dog, as it turned out, because
Yes.
the next day you could barely move. Lola's running across the tarmac, in the heat to go find the glass.
Well, I had been with the bridal team earlier, and my team was setting up, and they forgot.
they forgot the.
And I'm like, I see he's running, are in tune with each other. And he's looking at me, and I'm like, shit, sorry, and I'm just running as fast as I can until I get it, and I run up and boom.
One of the weddings we did, and we encourage people no longer to use candles as part of the ceremony because we get wind here sometime. The one that we did that we were talking about with the heavy winds, we actually just kind of mimed the whole candle part of the ceremony because we couldn't keep them lit. So we just kind of turned our backs and acted like we were lighting and blowing the candles.
We've had lots of just, what, all in all, like these situations, these weddings, these events, just, we have so many memories and so many fun things, to talk about. I mean, I could talk for hours about all the things that have happened at weddings, good and bad.
What are some of your favorite memories?
Oh, let's see. Good or bad?
Good.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite memories?
Oh my goodness, favorite memories. Now you put me on the spot. I gotta think.
It's my job as a podcast.
I know.
We're
Thank you
tough.
very much.
It's like 60
Just
minutes.
60 minutes of podcast.
Oh, I have, yes, one of my favorite moments. So last year I did a wedding at Bighorn, and this couple called me, and I went to go meet with them. Second marriage for both of them. They're older, and she was explaining to me how they met. They met through a matchmaker, and the match almost didn't happen because he became ill with prostate cancer. And so the matchmaker said, I believe so much that you two belong together that I want you two to meet. And she said to the matchmaker, I would like to just, I know he's going through a lot. She didn't share what was happening. She said that he was having, some serious health issues. And she told the matchmaker, please let him know that if he needs somebody, a friend, during this. So, anyways, they got in contact with each other. He flew to meet her. He's a pilot, and he was in treatment. He had chemo, no eyebrows, no hair, no nothing. Met her, and their love story just began. And when we did this wedding, he was in remission, and when he cried at that altar with her, that he was in stage 4, and she healed him, literally. And when he says he was sobbing. He says, "I didn't think I would be here."
Oh my gosh!
And I mean, there was not a dry eye in
my
the house. It was absolutely amazing, and some of his friends were the Blue Angels, and it was the most moving wedding I've ever done. I mean, it was unbelievable.
That's remarkable.
Yes. So, and they're happy. He's doing well.
That's very cool.
Got a full set of hair now. He looks amazing. It just, what a story.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So what did you, I mean, we had I know I had a few, so you must have had a lot. During the pandemic, the number of ceremonies that got canceled.
Yes.
How did you get through that couple of years?
Well, what became really popular when they did allow people, the small groups, so the micro weddings were the thing to do. So outdoors, 50 less people. They still got married.
Bride and groom had to have the honeymoon 6 feet apart.
Yes, we had everybody tested, all that good stuff. That's how we survived. Yeah. It was rough.
But clearly none of the big events or anything that you were putting on.
No.
How did you develop the relationship with Lulu's?
Oh, I've been with Lulu's for a really long time.
Yeah.
So Michael Scheimer, who used to be the general manager at Quisto, he used to work for Lulu's. He was the executive director for the organization, and he, used to work for Morton's. I met him. He says, "Lola, it was early when I came into the desert and brought me on board, and we've been working together ever since." Michael's not there anymore, but I've been working with Jerry, John, and Francisco, who's absolutely amazing catering director for Lulu's.
Any other big names you're getting ready to marry that you can't give us the name?
Not at the moment.
Ooh.
Have you done some big celebrity weddings out here? Have you?
A couple.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, I can't.
No, of course you can't. But you can. You could. No, I'm kidding.
You'll literally be the only one listening to this.
That is not true.
That is not true.
That is not true.
I'm going to share this with all my friends.
Well, there we go.
Well, there we
We're
go.
set.
Well, one of the things I forgot to mention to you earlier was I think it's kind of key in how I got started. My dad used to own a Sizzler, and I used to go to work with my dad, and he used to do catering.
Oh, you can eat shrimp.
Yes.
Oh, I miss that.
Cheese bread,
Oh, yeah. I miss
salad
that
bar,
too.
all that good. So as a little kid, I used to go to work with my dad all the time, and he started doing people used to ask him to do catering, and then I started in catering, going to catering gigs with him. So when I graduated high school, I did my own catering. So it started with catering first. So I would cook for people. Then they would ask me, "Oh, Lola, can you do the flowers? Lola, can you plan this? Can you make the menus? Can you get the rentals for me? Can you?" And then finally, I just said, "No more. I'm just going to plan." Because cooking and doing all the other stuff, that's a lot of work.
But I hear you make a mean empanada.
I do. It's my grandmother's recipe from Panama.
Feels like
I
you
used-
two should be doing something together, food related. Not officiant related, but food related.
I used to make them for the former Mayor Bloomberg.
Really?
Yes.
In New York?
I was on page 6.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
And
very
also
cool.
the borough president of Brooklyn, Mr. Marty Markowitz. I used to make them for him all the time as well.
When you go back, you have a good time.
I do.
Yeah, I've been
New
watching
York's
some of it.
I love New York. My family's there. My friends are there. And it's just a great time for me to get out of the desert.
Yeah,
out
of
the
course.
115-degree heat.
But it looks like when you get there, you've got things planned.
I
and
do.
You're doing some fun
We have
stuff.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we need to do a remote wedding back there
We should.
and a remote podcast.
Absolutely.
Maybe
That I
it'll be
would do.
mine.
What?
I don't know.
Every time she posts something on social and it'll say something like, yay, or something like that, I just immediately send her a note. What's the date? when am I
do you need me?
officiating
I'm
your
like,
wedding?
Oh my gosh. Randy, you will be my first phone call, I promise.
Where can people find you if they need an event planned?
Here in the desert.
Right.
at
What's your
LolaKent.com.
LolaKent.com. If you're planning a party, a wedding, celebrating a divorce,
Celebration of life. Anything.
Yeah, we need to
Anything.
be doing some recommitment ceremonies for people. It's about time.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's start marketing that.
I'm on it. Let's do it.
Randy's ready to bill him twice.
I am.
Married
How long
you
have
5
you
years
and your
ago.
wife been married?
We have been married. It will be 8 years coming up in March.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So when you get to 10, call me, and then we'll do a vow renewal.
Hopefully.
They're holding pretty strong so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing really good. We actually have talked about doing that because, like, the ceremony for our wedding, and for most part, like the dinner part was really terrific. But we always felt like we only had half a wedding because we really didn't get very much of the reception part because it was, and it's a big disappointment to both of us. So we probably will do something like a 10th anniversary party. We don't need to renew the vows, but we want to do the part where
The fun
people
part.
get to dance
Yeah.
and have a good time.
One of the best parties, and the first time that I was ever inside a hangar at the Air Museum, was one you put on for yourself.
Oh, my goodness, my birthday party.
Yes.
Yes.
You put on your own birthday party at the Air Museum. There were a lot of people there.
There was a lot of people
That
there.
was so much fun.
Well, as one would when one's an event planner. I wouldn't farm out my birthday party because no
no.
one's going to do it as well.
No. Thank you.
All right. Once again, our thanks, Lola Kent. Thank you. And LolaKent.com.
Yes, thank you,
And-
both Randy and Patrick, for having me.
Oh, we're
being
delighted.
here.
Our thanks to the team here at Skip's Little Bar. I'm Patrick Evans. This is Randy Florence. Thanks to John McMullen. A great job. We will be back again next week with another great episode of Big Conversations Little Bar.
Big Conversations, Little Bar is a production of the Mutual Broadcasting System. This podcast is available in audio and video format. Visit our website at www.bigconversationslittle.bar.com. New episodes are released every Monday.
Athletes and dreamers, stars of the screen, leaders and builders, and all in between, sharing their journeys, how they've come this far. It's Big Conversations, Little Bar, at Big Conversations, Little